All right, give me a score prediction for Sunday then, just as before we finish up.
3-1 Chelsea. I know it sounds bad, but bro,
I'm with you. Yes, my people, welcome back to Ask the Fans. We are down here at the Emirates Stadium today getting the people's opinions on how they think Sunday's game against Chelsea will play out. People keep asking me, am I confident about the game? No, of course not. After what we saw last week against Brentford, why should I be confident? The only little bit of hope I have is that we haven't lost against them in the last three, but still, the way we are right now, I don't expect us to get a result. But hey, let's see if the fans here can change my mind. We'll see what they have to say. And also, we've made signings, and we're asking the people down here how they feel about the most recent incomings at Arsenal, starting with Martin Ødegaard. Let's go.
I'm excited actually because I was trying to, first of all, when they started talking about, Buendia before, and then there were rumors about Aouar, and then now we're talking about Ødegaard. Mm-hmm. But for me, I think Ødegaard, Aouar, or Maddison, I'm not too, I don't care which one we get, as long as we get somebody in that position.
Right.
We really needed that position to be filled. And for me, I think everybody who's been I've been reading on social media a lot about, a lot of people have their opinions, strong opinions against, they want someone better than Ødegaard. Right. They want someone better than whoever. Yeah. But I think for me, Ødegaard already had his foot in the door. Correct. So yes, I mean, he's here now, let's get behind him. And a lot of all these young players are young, and we need them we have to be patient with them, 100%. And, I know everybody's in a rush. They want to win. They want to win all the time. But at this point in time, we just need
to rebuild.
To rebuild. Yeah. And now we have all the young squad. Let's get, all behind them so that at least when they go into the stadium, they feel good about, they're not tensed up and they need to perform. Yeah. And the only way they can perform is if we all rally behind them and give them our full support instead of bashing them on social media all the time. Yeah. Let them feel comfortable. When they get in the stadium, we want them to, give us all the surprises we need. And this year, like tomorrow, I want to see a surprise. And the only way is if we rally behind those kids, let them grow into the game, let them grow into the season, and let them get better. We might not get anything out of the season, but I think it might be a step forward. Yeah. Let them learn, give them time, let them learn, and I'm sure they'll deliver.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Martin's a great player. He's been absolutely amazing coming up through the youth ranks at Madrid and so on. Yeah. Really excited to see him being a full member of the squad now. So hoping that he can, kind of turn it around this season, turn it around for us because it's been a bit of a tough start. So
it has. Do you think is he the person that you wanted to see come through the door? Obviously, there was talk of Aouar, Maddison. There was many other creative players that were linked to, but you're happy to see that Maddison got through the door finally?
Yeah, I think, Ødegaard, is a brilliant player. I think there's so much potential there as well. And I know Maddison's a proven player in the Premier League, but, for me, Ødegaard's an exciting player. So let's give him a chance. Let's get behind him, see how it goes. Yeah.
Okay, so Martin Ødegaard's returned, bro. Absolutely. Are you happy to see him come through the doors?
Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted, to be honest. Obviously, he had his little loan spell last season. Yep. He kind of showed what he could do, but he didn't really have a lot of time, to be honest. So I think now that he's got a permanent move, he could hopefully buckle down, make this place his home. Yeah. And, hopefully provide us.
Is it what we needed in the midfield? There's obviously other options. Were you happy to see him come back?
Personal preference, I wanted a Maddison. I wanted something that would actually kind of excite me, obviously, because we've seen Ødegaard here last season.
Trust me.
But obviously I'll take it because I don't really know what situation Arsenal are in right now. We're kind of a mess. But, it is what it is. I can't really complain and I just have to wait till the window's done.
I would have preferred James Maddison or someone because Ødegaard, he scored 3 or 4 goals in 20 appearances and there wasn't enough end product from him in the end. Yeah. And I think that's what we struggled with our creativity. With Smith Rowe graduating, I think creativity would be better, but we need that striker that can just finish the ball.
I want to ask you quickly, Martin Ødegaard has returned. How are you feeling about that one? You got his name on your top. Love that.
That's what I think about it.
So you're happy to see him come back?
Yeah,
on a permanent deal?
On a permanent, it's big. Shows that, shows the club. Yeah. They're not messing about, are they?
Yeah, 100%.
129 mil.
Yeah, spent in the window.
Aaron Ramsdale, good keeper, that's what we needed.
Yeah.
I think he's good. I know he's getting all the hate. I think he's a great keeper.
Yeah.
Martin Ødegaard. Didn't get the numbers last season, but he's good play on the pitch. So it's just what we needed. Madison or the same sort of player. They both add creativity. And so.
I mean, yes, I think it'll be very good for us. Hopefully, for a youngster, he might be able to progress into more of like a better points coming up in the table. Hopefully, it'll be a good signing for us.
Were you happy when you saw him on loan last season?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was very good. It was a big surprise for us. I mean, I didn't expect that at all. I mean, he did well last season. Hopefully, we do a lot better this year.
Arsenal officially announced Aaron Ramsdale. Initially, I wasn't too happy. I was hearing prices like 40 million, 30 million, but we got it down to 24 million plus 6 million add-ons. I'm happy with that. I'm happy to see him hopefully be a number 2 goalkeeper in case Leno goes down. Big up Aaron Ramsdale. Let's hear what the fans had to say. Aaron Ramsdale, he's in as well this week. What's your feelings?
First things first, I wasn't really happy with the price. Like to begin with, I thought they were talking about like 40 million, something like that. But we took our patience, brought it down to 24 plus 6 or something like that. Yeah. So other than that, I'm happy. Hopefully he can push Leno. I'm hearing that Leno is going to leave next season or something like that. So, yeah, might as well, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, look, I was sad to see Emmy go. I thought, Emmy's a great goalie. But Ramsdale, he's great with his feet. Everyone's talking about how good he is with his feet and so on. And that seems to be where the position goes these days with, other players that we've seen in that position do a similar thing. So, excited. Again, get behind him. We've got Leno as our first, as our first choice, but, great backup choice. And let's see how he gets on.
It'd be a great replacement for Leno. It'd be great to sub off because he's been a bit shaky last season. So it'd be a good step up for us to help us out. It'd be really good.
Yeah. So do you think he's going to fight for that number 1 spot, Ramsdale, or do you think he'll just be a backup goalkeeper for this season?
It's going to be a tough one. I'm not too sure on that one. I think at the moment, depending on tomorrow's game, we'll see how it goes. It could be. See what happens over tomorrow. I'll probably see what happens if it will be or not.
Do you think he's going to challenge for that number 1 spot, Ramsdale, or do you think he's going to be a backup goalkeeper?
I think Leno was a bit shaky last season, so I think new number 1 maybe soon. So,
we've got Ramsdale as well. Are you happy to see him come through the door, or are you not happy with that?
No, not really. Sam Johnston would have been better. He's a better keeper. He's younger. He's got better shot stopping, and Leno would be decent as well if he stays.
Yeah, okay. So now that we've got Ramsdale, though, do you think he's going to be a backup goalkeeper, or do you think he's going to challenge for the number 1 spot?
I think at the beginning he'll be backup, and obviously you saw it with Shaw and Tellers. They'll push more, and I think there's only good performances going to come out of him.
Yeah, I'm happy. I feel like we've got a good young core at the moment. We just need a couple more signings, but I feel like more experience is needed. I'm happy with Ødegaard. Ramsdale, I'm not too sure. I haven't watched much of him, but I looked at some stats. He's made one of the most saves last season. Good shot stopper. It's good to see how he is with his feet as well. I know Arteta likes that, even though I'm not too sure about Arteta altogether. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
Are your thoughts the same with Aaron Ramsdale? Obviously, he's joined as a number 2 goalkeeper or number 1. Are you happy with that signing?
Oh, yes, I am. Absolutely, I am. I know there's a lot of people have, kind of been feeling, especially with the transfer fees and talking about all of that. But for me, he's a young goalie. Well, he's going to make his mistakes, but at the end of the day, I mean, he has performed well enough to be in the English squad.
Right, correct.
So, sure, I mean, let's give him a chance. He's going to grow. He's going to grow into the game. He's only 23.
True.
I mean, I know we're all in a rush to get, people that are already, players that are already mature. But at this point in time, if we're going to rebuild for the long term, a lot of these young players that are coming in are on long-term contracts. So let them all grow into the game. I'm sure it might not be the best of the seasons, but I'm absolutely positive we're going to be making a step forward.
We take on the European champions tomorrow. Oh, as if I'm calling them that. Our London rivals, Chelsea. It's our first game back at the Emirates. I think the odds are stacked against us. I'm not confident, but let's hear what the fans have to say. Chelsea tomorrow, how do you think it's going to play out?
Stay positive. Stay positive. Hopefully get that. The Brentford game didn't look too good, but Chelsea got to stay positive. Yeah,
we beaten them in the last 3 times, so we normally do win. So hopefully we can get a result tomorrow.
Let our boys do their thing.
Yeah, a little bit nervous. Obviously, come up with my son today for tomorrow's game. So just hoping we can get a point. Really, realistically, after the first game, it was pretty brutal. I just hope the fans, now that we're all back in the stadium, that we can all get behind the team. and just show our support really, and hopefully we can get something from the game.
That is important that we all get behind the players, especially the young players that are obviously going to probably play tomorrow because we have so many players out. It's important that we all get behind them. So do you think that's definitely key what we need to do tomorrow as a fan base?
Absolutely, yeah. I think we should just get behind the players, win, lose or draw, and let's see some exciting football. Hopefully we've got Aubameyang's hopefully back in the squad. We're going to have some of the players kind of coming through, and like you say, we've got some really exciting young talent, Saka and so on. Let's get behind them, and hopefully it's a good game for us.
Oh, I'm a bit shaky on that one as well, as I said. I reckon it's going to be 2-0 Chelsea, but I like for us to win.
Yeah, of course.
It'll be great.
Yeah, after what we saw last week, we can't be too confident, do you know what I mean? Yeah. What about Lukaku, obviously returning for Chelsea? Do you think he's going to be a big worry for Arsenal?
Yes, he's a great player. He's a big threat, I think.
Very nervous, to be honest. Obviously, it's my first Premier League match, as I said off camera, but I'm nervous. But I'm going to predict 2-1 Arsenal. I just have a little bit of hope. I don't know what it is. I don't think Arteta's lost against Chelsea.
No, we've been 3 unbeaten against them.
So I think hopefully, obviously, it's a good run. Hopefully, you can get a win and obviously kickstart the season, because last week was dreadful. I can't lie.
Well, considering what we just went through against Brentford, it's kind of hard to be optimistic, but with Chelsea performing, with Arsenal performing at the Emirates, anything can happen. For me, it's just about how we get to perform on the day. We might maybe not, have the best of our days, but for me, the way we come together as a team, it might just begin to show an element of, even if we get a win, great, I'm all for it. I'm actually optimistic that we might even nick in a 1-0.
Yep.
But even if we get to lose, at least we better lose in a way that shows that, we're a team that's rebuilding and not a chaotic team that's going downhill. But otherwise, I know. In America, we read all the banter and we're thinking, oh dear God, this is just, this doesn't sit well with the players. If you just keep bashing them all the time, how do you expect them to improve?
So that's it. You've heard what everyone has to say down here at the Emirates. A lot of the fans I spoke to today are going to the game on Sunday, and their key message that I took was we need to get behind the lads. A lot of the squad are young. We need to get behind them and support them. I think a lot of people are happy with the signings. And they're confident that we're going to get a win against Chelsea. Again, I'm not very confident, but we'll see how it goes. Let us know if you agree with what has been said in this video in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on Ask the Fans.